You know the drill. You're washing your face every single day. You're dropping serious cash on those highly rated skincare serums. You're following those viral TikTok routines step by step. And yet, you look in the mirror and, there's another breakout. Listen, if you're totally frustrated by spending hundreds of dollars on skincare only to wake up with red, inflamed skin, you are in exactly the right place. Welcome to this evidence-based explainer from MedBites with Morsh. So why does your acne keep coming back? It's a question so many of us had asked ourselves, right? And honestly, it makes complete sense if you're feeling totally overwhelmed right now. The internet is literally flooded with conflicting advice, endless influencer hacks, and product after product. It can feel like this unwinnable battle, but I promise you it's not. So here is the crucial point. The answer to your persistent acne might have absolutely nothing to do with buying yet another expensive product. Actually, it's highly likely that your well-intentioned, everyday habits are secretly sabotaging your skin. Today, we're swapping out the myths for evidence-based medicine so we can finally get you that clear skin. And honestly, the first biological trigger we're going to talk about might totally surprise you. Part 1. The biology of breakouts. Understanding your skin. Okay, let's dive into this. Before we can fix the bad habits, we kind of have to understand the biology behind them, because if we don't know what a breakout actually is, we can't truly prevent it. First up, let's look at a bacteria called Cutibacterium acnes, or C. acnes for short. Now, don't panic, this bacteria normally lives completely happily on your skin. It's supposed to be there. But here's the catch. When certain conditions allow it to grow abnormally, it basically goes into overdrive. And this massive overgrowth, that is exactly what triggers the redness, the swelling, and that nasty inflammation you see as a breakout. The second biological factor is this big medical term called hyperkeratinization. I know, it sounds intense, but simply put, it just means your skin is shedding its dead cells abnormally. Instead of falling away naturally like they should, these dead skin cells get trapped. They end up mixing with the excess oil your skin produces, and together they act like this microscopic plug that just completely clogs up your pore. Then that bacteria we just talked about gets trapped inside, and boom, you've got a pimple. Part 2. Skincare habits sabotaging you. Stop doing this. Now that we know what biologically causes acne, the oil, the dead skin, the bacteria, and the inflammation, let's look at how your daily bathroom habits might actually be feeding that exact cycle. You might be shocked to learn that trying too hard is often the biggest trigger here. So let's bust a massive myth right now. Acne is not caused by having dirty skin. But because of this myth, people will wash their face 3, 4, even 5 times a day, thinking they're cleaning out their pores. But here is the reality check. Overwashing severely damages your skin barrier. It strips away all that essential moisture, which just irritates the skin and, you guessed it, biologically triggers even more breakouts. The American Academy of Dermatology recommends washing just twice a day, plus right after you heavily sweat. That's it. Now, this next mistake is probably the greatest one of all. Scrubbing. Somebody of us buy these abrasive pads or gritty facial scrubs hoping we can just physically rub the acne away. But remember that inflammation we literally just talked about? Scrubbing physically irritates your skin and makes that inflammation so much worse, which causes your acne to flare up even more. Instead, dermatologists recommend just applying a mild cleanser, very lightly, using only your fingertips in a gentle circular motion. Treat your skin like silk, not a dirty frying pan. Let's compare some incredibly common habits that hurt versus those that help. First, stop spot treating only the pimples you can already see. If you only treat existing pimples, you aren't doing anything to prevent the new ones from forming. You really need to spread your medication evenly over all your acne-prone areas. Second, popping pimples. I know it's tempting, but when you squeeze a pimple, you are actually pushing pus, dead skin cells, and bacteria even deeper into your skin. That increases inflammation and causes scarring. Just leave it alone to heal. And finally, no way around it, never sleep in your makeup. If you're just way too exhausted to wash your face one night, keep a pack of non-comedogenic makeup wipes right by your bed. Now, what's really interesting here are these hidden skincare saboteurs. First up, sharing makeup or makeup brushes. Look, acne itself is not contagious, but when you use your friend's brush, you are literally transferring their dead skin cells, their oils, and their bacteria directly into your pores. Yuck. Also, you want to make sure your hair and skin products are labeled non-comedogenic, which is just a fancy way of saying they won't clog your pores. And finally, constantly switching your routine every time you see a new TikTok trend, that is a massive hidden saboteur. Which brings us to this very important number, 6 to 8. I really want you to remember this because it is absolutely crucial. it takes 6 to 8 weeks for any acne treatment to actually show improvement. You have to have patience. If you're constantly switching products every single week, you're just keeping your skin in this constant state of irritation without ever giving those active ingredients the time they actually need to work. Part 3, lifestyle and diet triggers beyond the bathroom sink. Okay, so we tackled the bathroom near our mistakes, but acne isn't just about what you put on your face. It's heavily influenced by what goes into your body. Let's look at your diet, specifically high glycemic versus low glycemic foods. High glycemic stuff, we're talking white bread, sugary sodas, potato chips. These cause a rapid, massive spike in your blood sugar. Biologically, this puts your body into a total state of stress. It releases the stress hormone cortisol along with insulin-like growth factors, which directly ramp up your skin's oil production. Swapping to low glycemic foods like whole grains and veggies keeps those hormones nice and balanced and cuts down that inflammation. When we look at peer-reviewed dermatology journals, they show some pretty strong links between specific foods and acne. For instance, large studies have found that consuming milk and dairy products promotes hormone secretion that contributes to breakouts. Similarly, if you're hitting the gym and chugging whey protein shakes, which remember are derived from milk, that is also strongly linked to the onset of acne. And of course, sugary beverages and highly processed fast foods, they just drive up that systemic inflammation we desperately want to avoid. But hey, here is the really empowering news. You can actually fight acne from the inside out by eating nutrient-dense anti-inflammatory foods. Omega-3s, which you can find in fatty fish, along with deeply colorful vegetables and fruits, naturally tame that inflammation. Plus, clinical evidence suggests that people with acne often have low vitamin D levels. So supplementing vitamin D or even drinking antioxidant-rich green tea can significantly reduce those acne breakouts. Next up is something we all need more of: sleep. Most people don't realize that a bad night of sleep doesn't just make you feel groggy, it biologically alters your skin. Poor sleep elevates your cortisol levels and just throws your hormones completely out of whack, leading directly to more oil production and more inflammation. Getting quality sleep is literally the time your body uses to repair skin damage and reset your hormonal balance. It's called beauty sleep for a reason. Part 4, habits for clear skin. Building your routine. We've busted the myths, we've learned the biology, now it's time to put it all together into a simple, actionable, evidence-based routine that will actually get you results. But first, most people don't realize this next point, and it's perhaps the biggest myth in all of skincare. The myth is that oily acne-prone skin should be dried out, usually with harsh astringents or rubbing alcohol. The reality? Drying out your skin absolutely wrecks the skin barrier and causes severe irritation. And what does irritation do? Yet, it triggers more acne. You absolutely must use a daily, non-comedogenic moisturizer to protect your skin barrier even if your skin is super oily. Now, if you worked out, here is your evidence-based gym routine. Number 1, never sweat in your makeup. Always take it off before you exercise. Number 2, during your workout, do not roughly scrub your face with a towel. Just gently pat the sweat away with a clean towel. And number 3, shower immediately after you finish. See, the workout itself doesn't cause acne, but letting that dried sweat and gym grime just sit on your face, that will absolutely clog your pores, for sure. So here is what your daily routine should actually look like. Spoiler alert, it doesn't require a complicated 10-step, $200 regimen. In the morning, just a gentle wash with your fingertips, a non-comedogenic moisturizer, and daily sunscreen. In the evening, a gentle wash, a thin layer of your chosen acne medication spread evenly across the acne-prone areas. Again, not just the spots, and your moisturizer. That is it. Just keep it simple. To sum this whole shebang up, getting clear skin is rarely about buying more products. You don't need some magic miracle serum. It's simply about understanding the biology of your skin, eliminating those everyday habits that trigger inflammation and clogged pores, and staying incredibly consistent for those crucial 6 to 8 weeks. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these everyday acne habits surprised you the most? Was it the overwashing myth, the dairy connection, or maybe that crucial moisturizer rule? Drop your answers in the comments below. And if you want to keep learning how to take control of your health with simple, evidence-based medical education, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more MedBites with Morsh. See you next time.